Welcome back, everybody. As you know, the Nintendo Direct recently happened, and one of the games that I'm personally really excited about is the Legend of Mana Remaster. If you know me, you know that the Mana series is one of my favorite series ever, pretty much, and The Secret of Mana for the Super Nintendo is my favorite Super Nintendo game. And I've always wanted to get into Legend of Mana, but I've never played it. So I'm really excited that there's going to be a remaster. Well, I saw this article on DualShockers, and I'll link it in the description below if you'd like to check it out yourself. And it lists all the changes that are going to be in the remaster. So I thought I would talk about it in this video. So we'll just get right into it. Here's all the changes coming in Legends of Mana Remaster compared to the original PS1 game. Square Enix announced a Switch remaster for Legends of Mana during the Nintendo Direct with a June 24th, 2021 release date. Let's see. So it starts off, it says graphical changes, 4:3 to 16:9 aspect ratio. Legend of Mana is originally a 2D game. In the remaster, all of the artwork has been redrawn in HD. This makes all of the game's artwork and background clearer. One could argue that certain imperfections gave more fragrance to certain elements. The next part is going from the PS1's 4:3 aspect ratio to 16:9 aspect ratio. Players now have a bigger view on the game's environment. In other words, the screen is zoomed out. So, as you can guess, since it's a better aspect ratio, you'll be able to see more in the game. Then it goes on to UI changes and text font changes. Menus in the Legend of Mana Remaster have been optimized and are easier to use. It's nice to see Square Enix took into considerations the menus, considering the menu lag bug of Seiken Densetsu 3 was not corrected in the Collection of Mana on Switch. Then it brings out the text font has been changed as well, and it's especially easier to read in Japanese. Moreover, the dialogue windows were enhanced and will now show more text. Then it talks about the soundtrack. Newly rearranged original soundtrack. Some of the music tracks in the game have been rearranged. Players can switch between the original or the arranged OST in the options menu. So just like you could do with the Secret of Mana remake, and I don't think you can do it in the Collection of Mana game, but I know you can in the remake of Secret of Mana for PS4, so that's pretty cool. Next, it brings out turning on and off enemy encounters. Legend of Mana has no runaway option in battle. This new feature in the remaster allows you to turn off enemy encounters, making re-exploration or backtracking less tedious. I actually like that, because something that always frustrates me in RPGs is like if one of your party members is dead or you're about to die, having to trek through an area and constantly being bombarded with battles. So that'd be neat for people who just want to explore areas and take in the scenery and just explore the game. So that'd be really neat. New gallery mode and music mode. The gallery mode includes the original game's illustrations and 2D artwork. The music mode lets you listen to all the tracks in the game. Note that the original PS1 game already had a sound test mode, but it was unlocked after clearing the game once. However, you can access the gallery mode and music mode at any time in the Legend of Mana Remaster through the options menu. So that's neat. It's always neat to go through and look at artwork and listen to sound tests and stuff, so that'd be a good feature. This next one is really interesting to me. Save anywhere and auto-save function. Legend of Mana Remaster lets you save anywhere through the options menu. However, there are exceptions and you cannot save in certain locations. In the original, you could only save by going back to the protagonist's house. A new autosave function was added as well. That's really handy. It always frustrated me in games when you had to go to specific places to save. Because, what if something came up and you had to quit playing all of a sudden, and if you weren't able to save, you would have to go back and redo that whole part of the game again. So that's going to be a really nice feature. Now here's something that they touched on in the Direct, but I didn't really know anything about it, and this article kind of touches on it. Ring Ring Land minigame. The minigame Ring Ring Land was implemented into Legends of Mana Remaster. Rare items that are hard to obtain will be easier to get through this minigame. Well, that really didn't explain what I thought it was going to. So, I have no idea what this is. Rare items that are hard to obtain will be easier to get through this minigame. I guess it's just a way of, if you grind it, maybe you can get rare items, I guess. I don't know. See, I've never played the original, and I don't know if that was in the original, but maybe someone in the comments can elaborate on that. There's redrawn character artwork. The protagonists and all the characters in the game have HD artwork now, so that's good. I'm looking through some of these slides that are playing on the website, and they look really good. So I've always loved the Mana series character designs and things, so this will be really good to see it in HD. And then at the end of the article, it just has some more screenshots that you can look at. And then at the bottom, it just says that's all the changes regarding Legend of Mana that we know so far. Square Enix recently announced the Trials of Mana remake shipped over 1 million copies worldwide. I guess since that game did so well, they're going to go looking back at some of the other Mana games, which would be great. Because honestly, the only one I've ever played up until recently was Secret of Mana. So it'll be great to go back and experience more of these games if they decide to remaster them. So that's pretty much all from me. What are your thoughts on The Legend of Mana? Have you played it? Do you like it? Let me know in the comments below. If you like this video, please leave a like. If not, that other button seems to work pretty well. If you're new here, please consider subscribing for a plethora of gaming related content. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.